All right, today we got a response to an email that I got from someone who writes, "Dear Robbie Cornelius, I hope this email finds you in good spirits and thriving in your journey of self-mastery and self-exploration. I'm reaching out to you today seeking guidance and insights from your profound understanding of the mind and spirit. Your work, especially The Power of Thinking for Yourself, has resonated with me deeply, providing a sense of direction in what feels like an uncharted path. I find myself in a challenging situation with family. One that seems to test the very core of my being. While family is often considered a source of support and love, my experience has been different. I am surrounded by negativity. Constant criticism and lack of understanding that feels suffocating. In this environment, it's very toxic, with every interaction layered with judgments and negativity, stripping away the joy and peace I strive to find within myself. My family's behavior is not just dismissive, but aggressively undermining. Their toxicity. All right, that's enough. All right, so here's my suggestion. I have a 0% tolerance policy when it comes to negativity. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my great granddaddy comes back from the grave and his ass is negative, he's getting cut off. I have a 0% negative tolerance policy. I don't tolerate it at all because I come from a first of all, my household was very violent, very unstable. So my central nervous system was a wreck, okay, as a kid. So that's on the one hand. Then outside of my home, my extended family, they were so messed up and jealous and envious and devious and never got along. I just learned at a very early age. I looked at these people from a very early age, sat there and looked at them, and I was like, I think it was around 16. I just decided mentally I checked out from the family. My body was still there because I had to be there. My body was physically still there, but I mentally and spiritually divorced my family at 16 years old and nobody knew it. Everybody thought I was just standoffish. I wasn't standoffish. I was absent, okay? So you can, even if you're underage, I don't know how old you are, but if you are underage, man, if it's that bad and you got to assess how bad it is for yourself, I won't tell you how bad it is, For me, my 0% negative policy is across the board, man. I don't show favoritism with that. I'll cut anybody off. If they're negative, if they're toxic, if all they do is complain, and if all they do is criticize, you're done. Because I let everybody know from day one that I'm a very positive person. I'm upbeat. I'm going to think the best about myself and the world around me, and that includes you as well, if you're my friend or my family. And if I can't get that in return, then guess what? Finito. It's off with your head. Like I said, it's okay to divorce your family first and foremost. You don't have to go through any legal processes to do this. You just start communicating. Just cut them off. Because while some people say that family is everything, a lot of those people that say that family is everything are some of the same people that will use their status as your family member to justify why they are behaving the way they behave. A lot of people, just like people use religion a lot of times, will use that to control you. Oh, I'm your family, thumping on the Bible. I'm your family. I'm your family. Oh, you're going to turn your back on family? You absolutely right. I'm going to turn my family back on family because you're negative. And I don't hang around anybody that's negative. And I have a whole list of stuff that I consider to be negative. I don't hang anybody that gossip on the phone all day or gossip to other people all day. We ain't cool like that. Anybody that criticizes consistently, anybody that complains about their life and never does anything about it, you're not my friend. You're not my family. Anybody that is just toxic, violent, any of those people, we might be blood related, but we are not family. Don't get it twisted. I think you should reassess the situation and ask yourself, if this is really causing you emotional turmoil, you might want to consider cutting these individuals off. I don't care if you're 5 years old. You can emotionally and spiritually detach from your family. And people think that family is everything. Let me tell you, family might be everything, but blood is not, okay? Blood makes you related, but family is something that I consciously choose. I choose to be family with people. You're not my family just because we're blood, okay? So I'm gonna give you a prime example. I learned at a very young age, I learned that my family was negative. They were jealous. If you Google the word jealousy, you might just see a picture of some people in my family. That's how jealous they were. I mean, jealous about dumb stuff. I never seen anything else like it in my life, okay? None of my family has my real phone number, okay? Nobody. Okay, that's how straight up I am about protecting my energy, protecting my space. And you got to protect your energy. You got to protect your space. And the reason why you got to protect your energy and protect your space is because the way you feel is going to determine the way you live. And if you are feeling stressed out all the time, if you're worried all the time, if you're fearful all the time, feeling low vibrations all the time, you're going to end up living a life that nobody can save you from. And people think it's all fun and games to say, hey, we're family, until you're laying in the hospital bed, stressed out with an ulcer because you've been stressing over the chronic negativity that your family has put on you your whole life. And you might be saying, Robbie, you taking it a bit far. I'm not. Okay. For me, I don't care who you are. You can be Jesus himself. If you're negative, we're not hanging out. That's just the way it is for me. So you gotta set your boundaries. And I set my boundaries with everybody. I set my boundaries with family, with friends, with customers, everything. My well-being is the most important thing to me. And the reason why is because when I was younger, before the age of 16, I was an extreme people pleaser. And I even have to fight against it today. You know what I'm saying? Letting people take advantage of you. If you're standing there and letting somebody emotionally punch you in the face all day, and you're not doing anything about it because they're family, then you're the one that needs to reevaluate your self-love for yourself. Because obviously, if you're allowing these people to abuse you like that, it means you care more about them than you care about yourself. I love myself more than I love anybody on the face of this earth, okay? And I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to do whatever I can to take care of me. And if it means I got to cut you off, I got to cut you off. Hey, it's Robbie Cornelius with the Mind Master Society. If you want to really build up your spiritual confidence and your emotional confidence, come on over to mindmastersociety.com. I'll get you, right? Okay, send me more of your questions. If you guys want me to answer more of your questions, all you got to do is comment the questions right below my YouTube video. You don't even have to email me. Comment below this video and I'll turn your question into a video response. That's the straight up truth. Master your mind and spiritually aligned.